What's up, Korea? I'm UFC President Dana White, and thanks for all your support. Tell you, I can't wait to get to Korea. You know, I'm looking for the next Korean zombie. Throughout the world, Asia is very important to us. So the Korean following of Koreans.
All right, so joining now is Mr. Dana White, the president of the world's greatest mixed martial arts organization, UFC. How are you, sir?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Very good, thank you. This might sound a little weird, but I've named my first child after you. I'm such a fan of yours. Thanks for doing this interview.
Did you really?
Yeah, her name
Wow,
is Dana
I'm honored.
Kim.
I'm blown away. I hope it's a boy.
It's a girl, actually.
Oh! Yeah, that's the story of my life. Most of the Danas I meet are girls. I met a girl named Dana yesterday.
Oh, no way.
Well, thank you. I'm honored.
All right, so we'll go to the first question. The Korean Zombie has publicly asked for a UFC event in Korea. What do you think about this? Can we please have a UFC event in Korea soon?
I love the Korean Zombie, and believe me when I tell you, I can't wait to get to Korea. It's actually one of the destinations in the world that I haven't been to yet, and I'm dying to go. Dying to go to Korea. I can't wait to go. So believe me, as soon as we can make it happen, we will.
Oh, so if there's an event in Korea, you are going to be here in person?
I will absolutely, positively be there for the next Korean event, yes.
Oh, wow. Looking forward to it. Second question.
Me too.
What are your thoughts on the future of MMA as a sport?
Well, obviously, you know how I feel about this. I think that this is going to be the biggest sport in the world. We'll be right up there neck and neck with soccer.
There are many fighters in Korea who are training with the hopes of competing in the UFC one day. Do you have any words of advice for these athletes?
Yeah, I love it. You know, as we continue to build this business throughout the world, Asia is very important to us. So the Korean following of Koreans here in the United States is massive. So, obviously keep training, keep doing your thing, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
So to elaborate, what is UFC looking for from these fighters?
I'm looking for the best in the world. I mean, this formula is pretty simple. I'm looking for the absolute best in the world. You know, I'm looking for the next Korean Zombie.
There are a number of MMA organizations around the world, and yet UFC has been maintaining its position as the biggest and the best for over 2 decades now. What's your secret?
Putting on the best fights in the world with the best athletes in the world, and getting out there and trying to find all the best up and coming talent. You know, as long as we stay focused, talent, fights, and production, we will continue to take this thing to new levels.
And hopefully we will have more Korean athletes in the UFC like you have stated before.
We absolutely will. I guarantee it.
Conor McGregor, let's talk about McGregor. McGregor has been hinting his return to the UFC for a while now. Do you think he'll be competing anytime soon?
Yeah, I'm hoping the end of this year, early next year.
Oh, wow. If so, which weight class do you think he will be competing in?
It's a good question. 55 or 70, one of those two.
If it is 70, do you think he will have a shot at the title like he has been talking about?
Listen, if he comes in at 170, he doesn't get an immediate shot at Kamaru. But, we'd line him up with somebody. We'd see, what the landscape is like and figure it out.
Right. Thank you. What about Jon Jones? The whole world has been anticipating his attempt at heavyweight for a few years now, actually. Will he return to the octagon soon?
I'm hoping in October or November.
Oh, that's pretty soon. So you must have someone in mind for him to fight against.
Yeah, well, we got to see what happens with Francis. Francis just had knee surgery, and, we'll see how long he's going to be out. And if not him, possibly Stipe.
Wow, so it sounds like Jon Jones will have high chance of fighting for the title?
Absolutely.
Right.
Listen, in my opinion, he's still the greatest. He's still the best of them.
The Ultimate Fighter Korea. Many Korean fans have been asking for this for a few years. What do you think? Do you think it's possible?
I love it, and I think anything's possible. Absolutely. I think that the Ultimate Fighter template works everywhere. And as we continue to grow throughout Asia and specifically Korea, I would love to see a Korean Ultimate Fighter.
There have been a lot of controversy around eye pokes in the UFC, and people like Joe Rogan has been advocating for a change in the design of the official fight glove to bend your finger a bit. Do you think it's possible to change the design? What are your thoughts on this?
Easier said than done. I mean, obviously, over the last however many years, we've been messing around with different types of gloves, and it's like judging and reffing and many other things. It's never going to be perfect, but we're always trying to make it as best as possible. You know, we've messed around with a lot of different gloves, but probably not.
Your words for the Korean fans who will be watching this?
Yeah, first of all, what's up, Korea? I'm UFC President Dana White, and thanks for all your support, and thanks for tuning in.
It was Mr. Dana White, the president of the UFC. Thank you so much for your time, sir. It was an honor.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Cheers. Have a good day.
Say hi to your daughter for me.
Will do. When you go to Korea, I'll introduce you to her.
I can't wait to meet her.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.